What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Game of Thrones video. So if you're new to the channel, please do consider leaving a like and a subscribe down below if you did enjoy the video. So Game of Thrones Season 8 has had a brand new reveal here, and it's looking and shaping up to be really interesting and really cool. I'm quite excited for Game of Thrones Season 8, obviously. Game of Thrones, it's absolutely vile that we've had to wait an entire year for another Game of Thrones movie or TV series, but this is pretty much going to be a movie series in and itself. Each episode costs $15 million and is almost 2 hours in length each time. Absolute madness there. Absolutely crazy that that's happening. But Entertainment Weekly have given us an insight into what this is actually going to be all about. And Dan and Dave, they've said that pretty much they wanted to make this a final tentpole movie. They wanted to make an entire movie because of the scope and scale of this final season. They didn't have the money or the budget really to do this when they were offered $5 million an episode, but now they've got $15 million, and that's absolutely insane money when you think about it. That is crazy money to actually use for a TV show, but that's what they're doing, and that's really curious. Now we've got an insight into what the first scene will actually be in Game of Thrones Season 8, and that is going to be a mirror image of the first episode there. So when we saw King Robert and his group and the rest of his army come into Winterfell, that's pretty much what we're going to get here. We're going to be seeing Daenerys' army go into Winterfell, and reportedly as well, good old Sansa will not be happy at all that Jon Snow bent the knee and ate some booty there of Daenerys, which I'm sure he's not going to tell Sansa about, although it's going to be awkward when we find out that they're related. That's going to be very awkward there. But I'm excited to see where this goes, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see that scene, and that's pretty much how it's going to open, which is really curious. And we've got some new details on the final battle as well. The final battle will be directed by the dude who did the Battle of the Bastards episode. If you remember that, that won the Emmy. That was absolutely mad, that entire battle. I loved every single minute of that, and that was absolutely madness, to say the utter least, about that episode. And we know that that will possibly take place in episode 5, and that will feature a huge battle, bigger than anything we have ever actually seen. That it's going to be massive. It's going to be absolutely massive. There's going to be White Walkers everywhere. Remember that Craster sacrificed 99 of his children that he's had to the Night King as well. So that is insane when you think about it. There's going to be all of those, plus obviously the lower tier grunts as well, and the ones that have already, been turned or whatever. So it's going to be crazy to think that this battle will take place, and this is possibly why Winterfell has actually fallen, because if you remember, Winterfell was burnt to the ground, and Winterfell will be the integral part of this final battle, I think, because they completely rebuilt the entire set so they can open it up and have a battle there throughout. So the fact is that they have built this and expanded the entire set so they can have a battle on there. So that's going to be going forward. Now the big thing here is that there was a weird scene where there were characters which were never expected to be seen in this episode. So we weren't... This is weird because we're not sure what's happening. We know that green sight and time travel is a bit of a contentious thing within Game of Thrones. But one character which could be turning up is Catelyn Stark, obviously, as well. She was Lady Stoneheart in the books, and that's one major character they haven't brought back. So if they're going to be having this, I'm going to be very curious to see where they go next by having her in this episode. And I'm not going to hold my breath. It could be just weird pairings, but the fact that they were shocked and they didn't even say who were in these, it's not like it's Brienne with some kind of random character we haven't seen for 5 seasons, but it's going to be major characters. So will people going back in time, is the Bran, the Night King theory going to be confirmed? Probably not. But it's exciting nonetheless. So we've got some new images as well. So check out this image of it. This is the first image of Season 8. So that is it for this video. Please drop a like. Please subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.